Hello everyone, welcome back. Just going to go ahead and get this replay started. A nice EMP shockwave, or sorry, a Psystorm taking down a lot of those units, and all that's being left is just a bunch of Archons now. Still have a couple High Templars, warping in some more Zealots as well. A nice EMP shockwave hitting a lot of those units, unfortunately. Another EMP shockwave, so those High Templars do not have any additional energy. Single Archon on that backhand side, able to warp in, getting another Psystorm, trying to warp in some more High Templars. More Psystorm should be in just a moment, just waiting for it. There it is, more Psystorm hitting across all those Marines. And those Marines getting taken down so quickly. Zealots trying to be warped in. Immortal now coming in. Going to be able to finish off the rest of this army as those Marauders are trying to fight back. But those Immortals doing amazing 50 damage a shot. Going to be able to really just focus down those units. Stalkers now being warped in as well. Stalkers do not have that blink upgrade, however. Taking back over here, we have an Observer. Currently, we have Jump now mining out of 2 locations. Pretty much going to be transferring a large number of SCVs from one base to another, as his natural expansion has pretty much nearly been mined out. Now getting more reactors, trying to go for Mass MM. And at this stage in the game, Mass MM is not going to be that effective. He really has to be careful as those Templars are just getting in so many kills. That's not a real fair trade, as one High Templar or 2 High Templars just nearly ripped through a very, very large number of Marines. Now Stalkers being warped in. Stalkers have, 10 damage per shot against Marines, but a significant more damage against those, against those tanks. Too many SCVs over here. Taking a look at this. 24, 32, 33 SCVs. Now coming over here, we have a Nexus now being warped in, along with the Pylon. So that Pylon going to be offering some proxy units, as well as Jump is now holding down or trying to hold this expansion with Vikings at least. In comes a drop though in the middle of the base, so Jump now able to take down those very, very quick kick out those gateways, so no additional warp-ins anywhere. Now trying to make a straight beeline move for these warp gates. Warp gates still on cooldown, no cooldown or no chrono boost in order to try to speed up that building. So FirStanDLast is going to lose his ability to really be able to take down any or really supply those High Templars anywhere. Psystorm now coming in, so one single Psystorm hitting a lot of those units. But that High Templar is pretty much out of energy. That Immortal not really fighting, not really doing anything at this fight, at this stage in the game. Single cannon being left behind, and FirStanDLast has pretty much lost all of his gateways. More Psystorm, those siege tanks. Now Jump finally getting those siege tanks, able to hold on to this particular expansion. Now going to go ahead and jump back into those medevacs and now perhaps move over here. If he tries to push into this main base, he will be able to take down pretty much all of the tech. I do not know why he's not trying to take down the tech, forcing FirStanDLast to only produce Zealots. Robotics Facility, Dark Shrine, Templar Archives, Twilight Council, all very, very close to each other and not being used. Instead, now trying to do it a little bit of a harassment over here, trying to play the economic game, trying to take down FirStanDLast's Nexus over here. But FirStanDLast also does have an island expansion. So island expansion sitting over here, taking a look at the, looking for any gateways now, producing how many gateways is this? 5, warping in 5 gateways over here, leaving a little bit of space next to this pylon in order to be able to warp in some units. Taking a look at the army, FirStanDLast sitting at 117 compared to Jump's 112. So both players pretty much even in terms of food count, but Jump definitely with a much larger army. So FirStanDLast means that he has more workers, meaning that he will be able to, he will be able to replenish those units much more quickly. Taking a look over here, still a couple of minerals left. Warp Prism now being lifted up once again. Perhaps we'll try to take another expansion. Pylon on that high ground, quickly revealing a couple of Hellions. And now medevacs once again moving around the map, trying to do a little bit more scouting. No mining out of these high yield minerals from both of these players at this point. Taking a look, we have a large number of Immortals, a large number of probes. That's a lot of probes over here. Sitting on a couple gateways. Let's see, Marines, Marauders, Hellions moving around the map. Taking a look at what the strategies are going to be. This is at this point one of those stalemate games where you try to figure out what you need to change in order to try to get that upper hand. It looks as though Jump also going to be trying to take an island expansion as well. Both players could decide to try to go perhaps battlecruisers and carriers respectively. Both players and those Marines are going to be having a very, very difficult time against battlecruisers, obviously. Engineering Bay now getting that 3-3 upgrade. So taking a look, is there a secondary? Yeah, secondary Engineering Bay. We're going to have 3-3 upgrades on those Marines. So those Marines are going to be much more powerful damage-wise. Marauders already going to be dealing 20 26 damage against those stalkers. Taking a look over here, no shield upgrades yet. Taking a look at that Forge. That Forge has level 3 weapons upgrade and level 1 armor upgrades, and that is it at this stage in the game. Really has to be careful with those Immortals. No Mothership either, so taking a look at this, all those High Templars pretty much fairly grouped well together, but that's not going to bode well. Going to lose that Zelnaga Watchtower very easily. But now we have some Medivacs, and Medivacs also having some units over here. Medivacs probably most likely going to try to drop in on this island expansion, but are they going to run into this army? Yes, army of Stalkers. No blink though, so that blink is not going to... Is he going to be able to take it down? No, down to 17 hit points. No blink. Blink would have taken down that Medivac and 4 additional Hellions. Not have to worry about these particular over here. First and last, having 8 idle probes. Gonna have them start mining in just a moment. Warp Prism down over here as well. In comes this, now what I expect to be a fight. Trying to use Stimpack, trying to catch up to the rest of those units. High Templars coming over here. Perhaps those High Templars... No, did they get hit by an EMP Shockwave? Yeah, most likely got hit by an EMP Shockwave. And that is why... in comes that that one dropship. Dropship going to be able to drop on this backhand side and then try to take down this whole entire expansion with Hellions and Marines. We'll see how successful this, in fact, is going to be. That Medivac down to 17 hit points. Oh, takes a hit from the cannon, unfortunately, and down goes that single Marine. So a little bit of a misplay. Should have dropped it a little bit earlier. Zealots and Stalkers now moving out. The Zealots do, in fact, have charge, so now once again charging and now trying to drop down another Nexus. So taking a look at Blue. Blue pretty much has a larger map control. Siege tanks over here are upgraded 1-0, so we'll be able to deal a significant amount of damage. Marines backing them up as well. Taking a look at the army or the unit overlay, there's only 1 Ghost, 5 High Templars, a couple Archons. But wow, First and Last sitting on an amazing number of Harvesters, 106 Harvesters. That is very, very large, and thereby having a very small army, only a 70 food army. Needs to get some more pylons out as well. Archon revealing, or a scanner sweep revealing Archon sitting over here. First and Last should really consider trying to get some shield upgrades. Those Archons would definitely benefit from those shield upgrades. Taking a look back over here at the Forge, and now getting that level 2 armor upgrades. And taking a look at those Nexuses, those Nexuses have plenty of energy, should be able to move out a little bit further. Marines and Marauders with Siege Tanks and Medivacs now moving out and around the map. Gonna be able to take down all these Warp Gates. These Warp Gates are still on cooldown, so still on cooldown, will not be able to warp in any additional units. Finally able to warp in units. We'll see how this really is played out. But no, it's gonna be a base switch. So now trying to take down all those bases. Able to take down those that whole entire base, and now trying to sidestorm all those SCVs. A lot of the SCVs getting taken down. Taking a look at the workers now. 25 workers only for jump, but coming back over here, large number of Marines now trying to push in, and we have these probes now trying to run away. First and Last losing a lot of his gateways. Now going to be trying to get some cannons over here as well. Taking a look at this, we have a large number of Marines. Ghost moving out as well. Ghost are in fact upgraded 3-3, dealing an amazing 26 damage versus those High Templars as well. Now also Archon's now being warped in once again. First and Last trying to warp in as many, or trying to do as much as he can. Another Sidestorm hitting a lot of those SCVs. Hellions quickly trying to focus down those High Templars, but they are in fact now becoming Archons. 2 of those Archons now being left behind. Gonna get simply destroyed in just a moment. We'll see. Actually, though, it looks like those High Templars. Well, in fact, no, Dark Templars coming in from First and Last. So Dark Templars coming in from First and Last. Where did they come from? Oh, more gateways being produced over here. So still one single gateway. Those High Templars now trying to focus down the rest of those units, and the Orbital Command able to do a quick scanner sweep, able to take it out. Fairly low on energy. Taking a look back over here, First and Last really mining out of this high yield mineral, trying to mine it out very quickly. Taking a look at the army sizes, 102 versus 159. Income, however, is 108 versus 2022. So at this stage, Jump really definitely with a better micro, and First and Last with a better macro. Stay tuned for part 4 of what I expect to be a 5-part replay between First and Last and Jump here on Desert Oasis.